Student athletes push hard on the field and in the classroom, but when injuries happen, you want a physical therapist who makes recovery personal. Prime Physical Therapy is more than just a clinic. We're a faith-driven, patient-focused team committed to helping athletes bounce back stronger. Healing happens best in an environment where athletes feel supported, motivated, and yes, even have fun. Parents, you can trust us to care for your athlete like family. Call or text at 405-706-1266 for a free consultation in clinic or by phone. Prime Physical Therapy, helping athletes get back to their prime performance.
The perfect golf swing. Getting to the top. Serving an ace. Whether a professional or a weekend warrior, we all want to do our best. But what if you get hurt? How do you get back to doing what you love? The team at DRH Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide comprehensive and advanced treatment for injuries. DRH Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, working to get you moving again.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independence Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independence Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
East River Roustabout, centrally located in Oklahoma, provides construction services specifically tailored for oilfield projects. Our team consists of highly skilled, experienced professionals who offer a wide range of services in construction, maintenance, and operations, focusing on both upstream and midstream sectors. With a combined 44 years of experience in pipeline roustabout services, our team leads have a proven track record of success for major energy companies. So call the team at East River Roustabout today, 405-849-5156.
Summer job, babysitting money, graduation gifts. Sounds like it's time to open a free student checking account with Communication Federal Credit Union. It's made for teens and tweens. Open your new account and get a free Visa debit card for secure shopping power online or in stores. Plus, mom and dad can transfer money in and manage it all from the app. Go to comfedcu.org for details. Communication Federal Credit Union.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
St. Mary's Regional Medical Center, your health hub for Northwest Oklahoma, is proud of our award-winning quality care and robust service lines that are comparable to those offered in larger hospitals, but with a close-to-home, compassionate approach to care for our community and surrounding neighbors. To learn more about our services, visit stmarysregional.com or call 580-233-6100 today. Physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
This Range was injured on Thursday, so he's not available tonight. Sophomore number 3, Creed Rogers. Sophomore number 4, Cannon Denton. Junior number 5, Colton Baker. And his sophomore number 30, Case Wilson.
What that does, Don, that keeps us from starting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 1 Bodie is out. So.
Mustangs are coached by Scott Hines, assisted by his son Cameron and Dale Bellamy. Yeah, Bodie had a hip pointer in the game Thursday evening against Cimarron. They're hoping to have him back by the time the playoffs start. Starting for Apache, sophomore 0, Grant Brown. A sophomore number 2, BB Looking Glass. Senior number 4, Dayton Scott. A junior number 32, Zane Carroll, the big fella. And a sophomore, number 33, Jake Farrell. Going with the Twin Towers today for Apache, Carroll and Farrell. While Warriors are coached by Mr. Kirk Graham, assisted by Kyler Denton. Definite height advantage for the Warriors today, as their 3 frontline players are definitely taller than the exception of Wilson. All of the Mustangs a little bit shorter than the Warriors. Baker jumping center against Grant Brown. Apache in her home whites going right to left, and we're underway. Tap is controlled by Baker into the backcourt to Creed Rogers. Apache comes out in a man-to-man defense. Out front to Cannon Denton. Round to Maddox Hill. Angle left 3, good. Maddox Hill opens up the scoring for Fort Cobb Roxton with an open look from the 3-point range, and he drains it. And Fort Cobb comes out on top 3-0 here early. Just underway. 3rd place game for the Caddo County Tournament. Scott out front to Farrell. Kicks it right side to Brown. Now to Looking Glass holding. Mustangs in a man-to-man defense as well. Looking Glass guarded by Denton on the left wing. Now out front they go to Farrell. Now in the corner to Scott. They're trying to get it down low to Carroll. Scott penetrates in the paint. And he got feet shuffled up and traveled. Turnover on Apache on their first possession.
One constant in this is Fort Cobb's good defense.
Mm-hmm.
They always play good defense.
Yes,
so
they do.
It's usually that man. Sometimes they'll switch out to a 1-3-1 trap, but
Wilson's
strong man defense is a staple.
You're right. Absolutely right. Wilson's three-pointer was a bit strong from the right wing. And Apache now with a basketball. That's Looking Glass. Floating outside, and now Dayton Scott. The Looking Glass. Warriors being awfully patient now. Scott will try a three-pointer, and he made it. Dayton Scott ties the game at 3 as he rose up from the corner and drained the long three-pointer. Now Baker on the other end. Top of the key, Denton. He'll try a three-pointer. It's good. Got the kind roll there. And all the scoring so far have been three-pointers, 2 for Cobb and 1 for Apache. 2 minutes gone by here in the first period. Zane Carroll has it poked away. Good defense there on the post player by the Mustangs. Now Creed Rogers in the paint, in the corner to Maddox Hill. Left wing three, good again. Maddox Hill, timeout by Coach Kurt Graham. And he's going to explain to him who can shoot threes, I think.
Yeah.
2 3-pointers and 2 attempts by Maddox Hill. And Cannon Denton chipped one in as well. And Fort Cobb off to a quick 9-3 lead, Tim.
Yeah, they just kind of work it around the edge, and they've been able to get an open look, and they've made them all. So good start for Fort Cobb shooting-wise.
You know,
Apache's a little more workable on their offense. They kind of passing around looking for more of an open shot, but Fort Cobb's been able to get a quicker one.
It'll be Apache's ball out of the timeout. I think Fort Cobb is 3 out of 4 from the field to start with, if I'm not mistaken. We'll get Kim to verify that for me.
Yeah, you're right. All 3-point attempts. We've not had a 2-point attempt yet.
That's the wave of the future, isn't it?
I think it is.
That's not the future, but now. Been that way for a number of years. The long 2-point jumpers have kind of gone away.
Yeah, I think when the 3-point line came, we thought that'll be an option. But
it is the number one option.
Yeah, it has turned into the number one option.
Brown's free throw line jumper was no good, and then Zane Carroll fouled trying to get the offensive rebound. It'll be Fort Cobb's ball.
I don't think when they put the 3-point line in, they ever envisioned that it would be this much a part of the game.
Yeah.
It's become.
Even in the NBA when it's
Right,
way out
yeah.
there.
And that's a long ways. It's like 23 feet or so. Stepped on the sideline.
Yes, he did.
Turnover.
Yep. Wilson was caught the pass near the sideline, had his heel on it, I think. Turnover to Apache. Scott crossing the timeline. Left side to go to Brown. Penetrates in the paint. Nice spin move off the glass and in. Grant Brown with a good-looking bucket there. He's only a sophomore. That's 6'4", 5. Pass down low to Rogers. Double team. Shot over Brown. Brown blocked it. Tapped it away. Zane Carroll tracks it down. And here come the Warriors. Over to Farrell. Dribbles to the top of the key. Goes through looking glass hands, but he tracks it down. Now Scott, top of the key. He'll try a three-pointer straight away. It's no good. Baker with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Rogers. In the corner to Maddox Hill. Three-pointer short this time, and it goes off Carroll's hands and out of bounds. I think that caught him by surprise and it airballed and wasn't quite ready for it. And in for Apache. Number 3 is Hudson Harding. And number 10 is A.J. Sapahoodle, replacing Looking Glass and Farrell. Rogers inbounds it to Wilson. Dribbles in the lane, hands it off to Denton as he was falling down. Now Baker has it. Maddox Hill. Wilson in the corner. Goes around his defender. Off the glass and no good, but he's going to pick up a foul on Zane Carroll. And I believe that's 2 already, yes. Good move by Wilson along the baseline to pick up the foul on the big fella. And Wilson's free throw is good. Fort Cobb leads it 10-5 here, halfway through the first period. Wilson missed the free throw. Apache with the rebound, quickly into the front court. Sapahoodle. Now Scott with it way out front. Grant Brown passes down to Carroll. Trying to work on Wilson, and it looked like Baker pulled his arm down as he tried to elevate.
Yeah, he tried to reach in, grab the ball, and got part ball, part arm.
Yeah.
They saw the arm part.
Yeah. Even I could see that from up here. How's your eyes working out, by the way? You said they were a little troublesome early.
They're pretty good. One thing I've noticed at night when you look at headlights, you see 3 dotted rings around each headlight. So,
No.
he said that'll happen for a while, but it'll get better. So. But yeah, they're doing really good. I mean, I can read and
good. Carroll makes 1 out of 2. And it's a 4-point Fort Cobb lead with 3:50 to play opening period. Maddox Hill down low to Baker to Wilson. Behind the back dribble over to Baker, left side. Now out to Maddox Hill. Angle right 3 on the way. Good. Maddox Hill's feeling it today. 3 3-pointers in the quarter, and it's a 7-point Fort Cobb lead. Sapahoodle down low to Carroll, guarded by Wilson. Pretty good matchup there. Denton got a hand in there, trying to poke it away. Now Scott has it. Dribbles into paint, ball knocked free. Scramble for it. Sapahoodle picks it up at the half line. Scott now going against Maddox Hill, all the way to the baseline, picks up his dribble. Pass goes through the hands of Carroll and into Cannon Denton's arms. Turned over to Fort Cobb. There's Wilson. Back to Denton, right wing in the corner to Maddox Hill. Wilson. Couple of dribbles, back out to Rogers with 2:50 to play opening period. Now Baker has it. Bounce pass down low to Wilson. Guarded by Hudson Harding. Hands it off to Baker. Apache doing a pretty good job of guarding the 3-point shooters this possession and also defending the post. Creed dribbling right side of the lane. Picks up his dribble. Now Wilson gets it back to him. Now he'll try a 3-pointer off the front iron. Scott with the rebound. Quickly into the front court. That's Sapahoodle. Over to Harding. Scott now. In the corner to Harding. Long 3-pointer. Skips across the rim. No good. Scott with a good rebound. Reverse layup's good. Dayton Scott got around Maddox Hill, who was trying to box him out. Able to get the rebound and put it in. And it's a 5-point Fort Cobb lead. Just under 2 minutes to go. And we're going to have a foul away from the ball on Apache. And that's third foul on Carroll. That's really huge, I think, for Apache. It's going to be replaced by Jacob Jurek. Also in Looking Glass, along with Farrell back in for the Warriors. I think that certainly affects their rebounding for Apache when you got Carroll with those 3 fouls in the first period.
yeah, it's got to. He's been an important part of their offense and their rebounding.
Yeah. Down to Creed Rogers on the baseline. Sapahoodle pushes him out, passing the corner. 3-pointer halfway down and popped out for Maddox Hill. And Apache comes away with it. That's Looking Glass, top of the key. Left side, they go in the corner to Farrell. Dribbles in the lane. Jump stop. Shot over. Baker's no good. He goes out of bounds. And another sub coming in for Apache. That's Gannon Gates, number 5, replacing Sapahoodle. And Denton cross the timeline with a minute to play. Baker gets it to Wilson. Hudson Harding does a good job defending him. There's Cannon. Denton off the curl. Can't do anything with it. And the Mustangs content to pass around the perimeter here for a bit. 45 seconds to play. And there's a pass taken away by Gates. Streaking down the left side. And the shot's good. Gannon Gates intercepted the pass, took it all the way down, laid it in over Baker. And it's a 3-point Mustang lead with under 30 seconds to play here in the first period. Coach Hines is saying play for 1 here. It'll be Apache's ball to start the second period, barring a tie-up. Denton gets it left side to Hill with 10 seconds. Out front to Wilson with 6. Underneath the Baker, and it's poked out of bounds. And they say it went off Baker's hands. Baker said it didn't touch it. 3 seconds to play.
Can hit both of them.
Yeah. Apache will be inbounding with 3.1 second to play. Farrell gets it into Gates. Up ahead quickly to Looking Glass, and he lost it out of bounds at the buzzer. And after one period of play, Fort Cobb 13, Apache 10. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball on New Country 98.5.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
8, Fort Cobb's 4 of 9, but all of Fort Cobb's have been 3-pointers. So they have not, they're 0 for 1 on 2-pointers, but Apache's 1 of 3 on 3-pointers, and Fort Cobb's 4 of 8. So the 3-point shots have been the difference right here.
Mustangs lead at 13-10 as we start the second period. Apache's basketball, wing right to left. Scott with it. Right wing guarded by Maddox Hill. Now out front to Farrell. Back to Scott. Now Farrell going to leave him alone out left wing. Now over to Gannon Gates. Now Scott, top of the key, dribbles in the lane. Triple team, picks up his dribble in the middle of the lane. Gannon Denton takes it away from him. Turned over to Fort Cobb Broxton. Maddox Hill out the top of the key to Gannon Denton. In the corner to Baker. Gets by Gates. Shot off the glass, no good, but he's going to pick up a foul. That's one of those times when you miss Zane Carroll out there, Kim, when had a wide open path to the hoop for Baker. And Baker will be shooting 2. And he makes the first. Doyle Edge checks in for Fort Cobb, replacing Case Wilson. And that was in and out. 1 out of 2 for Baker. And it's a 4-point Fort Cobb lead. Scott left side to Farrell. Now in the corner they go to Jurek. Out front to Gates. Around to Scott. Gates, one dribble, picks it up. Now Farrell above the free throw line to Scott. Spin move in the paint. And the pass is too high. Goes over Jurek's head and out of bounds. Turnover. Number 4.
Fort Cobb's really doing a good job of keeping Apache out of the middle and getting her any kind of good shot. They've just been working around the perimeter, but nothing's really opened up for them.
Yep. Zane Carroll checked in for Jurek. Those 3 fouls. See if the Mustangs try to go at him and pick up that 4th one. Baker catches it on the low block, shot too high off the backboard. They brought Carroll out to the free throw line, left an opening on the baseline, but Baker couldn't finish it. Scott all the way, reverse layup, no good. Baker with the good rebound. Off to Edge.
Baker's not real big, but he sure gets his share of rebounds.
He does for a fact. He's got it out front, over to Edge, down the corner to Denton. Now Creed, right of the lane, in the paint. Ran right over Carroll, who fell down. No call either way. Scott all the way down. Goes around Maddox Hill, lays it in for 2. Good layup by Dayton Scott. It's a 2-point Fort Cobb lead now. Now Baker, he'll try a baseline 3-pointer. Misses badly. At the bottom of the net. Rebound Scott with it.
Might have been tipped.
Might have been, yeah. In the corner, that's Brown. Baker hustles back to defend him. Hard pass in the corner to Scott, and he traveled with it as he went around Maddox Hill. BB Looking Glass and Hudson Harding in for the Warriors, replacing Gates and Farrell. And Rhett Bellamy in for Fort Cobb Broxton. And he come in for Baker, I believe. Yeah,
Yes.
Baker. Now Edge has it. Top of the key to Bellamy, around the Maddox Hill along the baseline. Denton. One dribble, picks it up. Out front to Hill. Round to Edge. Angle left, three-pointer short. Out of bounds to Apache. The third game in 3 days for the Mustangs. They played Thursday night, played last night at Hobart. Guess it's kind of getting you ready for playoff basketball. I think Apache played last night as well. Fort Cobb kind of had an unusual game on Thursday, played in a Squirtle shootout over in Hennessy. Now Apache with the ball, trailing by 2. Scott rises up, baseline three-pointer, no good. Ball tapped around, it's off Doyle Edge's leg and out of bounds. And Case Wilson's going to check in for Fort Cobb, replacing Edge. They get Case Wilson in there matched up against, no, he didn't want to replace Edge. He wanted to take out Maddox Hill. Got Wilson in there matched up against Zane Carroll for the Warriors. Good matchup there, both about the same size.
Oh, that hit him. Yeah.
Eddie Fry with a nice reflex there.
Yeah. Got the call right.
He
He
did.
threw it inbounds and bounced off a knee and then hit Brown while he was standing out of bounds first. So turnover.
Yeah, it was a fast ricochet, too.
Yeah.
He had some mustard behind that one.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Lawton Fort Sill area, call.
Mustangs dribbling out front, pass to Bellamy, or from Bellamy, almost got away. Now Creed Rogers has it. 14-foot jumper left of the lane's no good. Edge did a nice job of catching the ball, and as he was falling out of bounds, bounced it off Scott's leg. A good heads-up play by Doyle Edge. And Jake Farrell's going to check in, replacing Zane Carroll, who played a minute or so with those 3 fouls. Bounce pass into Rogers. Looking Glass on him way out front. It's a screen from Wilson. Doesn't use it. Now goes the other direction. Down the left side of the lane over Brown. Shot no good. Rebound Apache. Here comes Scott racing down the middle of the floor. Now Looking Glass. He'll step into a three-pointer. Straight away, no good. Wilson clears the boards off to Bellamy. Quickly down the left sideline. Now to Wilson. Denton. Apache's done a good job closing off the three-point shots for Fort Cobb. They made 4 in the first period.
Ooh,
None
push off
since.
and got away with it.
You're right, Kim. Wilson's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Wilson kind of got a little forearm push to clear some space, and he got away with that one. So didn't cause a foul.
Got Brown out of his way and was able to get to the hoop. But Brown came from behind to foul him. And Wilson's free throw is a bit short. Mustangs have only scored 1 point here in the quarter. 4.5 minutes in. 1 out of 2 for Case. Quickly down the sideline. They kind of run that play a lot. 2 passes and they're down in the corner shooting a three-point shot, but Fort Cobb Denton was able to poke it away and spoil that maneuver. 3-point Fort Cobb lead. 3.5 to play in a half. Doyle Edge guarding Dayton Scott. Scott goes to his right, couple of dribbles, hits Farrell, top of the key. Hudson Harding will try a three-pointer. Looking Glass flies in there to get the rebound, and he's fouled by Denton on the putback attempt. Good hustle by Looking Glass.
Denton's first.
And Looking Glass will be at the line shooting 2. First trip to the line for BB. And he makes the first. Caleb Crow will check in, replacing Cannon Denton for the Mustangs. Mustangs led it early 9-3, and it's been close throughout. 1 out of 2 for Looking Glass. It's a 2-point Fort Cobb lead, 3:12 to play in the half. Down in the corner is Edge. One dribble, picks it up. And he throws it away. Scott all the way down, gets by Crowell, layup good. Dayton Scott spun it in. We're tied at 15. You know, Kim, when you use one dribble and pick it up, it often gets you in trouble. That's what happened to Edge that time. Here's Bellamy, right of the lane. Out to Wilson. In the corner to go to Creed. Dribbles around the baseline. Shot over Brown, no good. Rebound Wilson. Way out front now to Bellamy. Now back to Wilson. Left wing three-pointer, no good. Off the heel of the basket. Doyle Edge be able to pick up the loose ball. Mustangs will have another crack at it. 2:22 to play in the half. Lob pass to Wilson. Too tall, tapped away. Scott comes away with it. Didn't really have an opening there.
No, tried to force that one in.
Now the Warriors with a chance to take the lead. Spin move in the paint. Brown. And they do call a travel.
Thought they were going to get away with it for a second.
They're not as quick as you are, Kim. A timeout on the floor. Nope, just substitutions. But you made the correct call. There's no doubt about that. Gannon Gates checking in, replacing Scott. And Sapahoodle replacing Jurek for the Warriors.
Baker back in for Fort Cobb.
2 minutes to play in the half. We're tied at 15. Looking Glass guarding Creed Rogers. Now he hands it off to Baker. Creed right side. Shot off the glass. No good. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Creed Rogers. And that's his first personal. And back in for Apache will be number 3. That's Hudson Harding replacing Sapahoodle. And Looking Glass crossing the timeline, picked up by Caleb Crowell. Mustangs have played in a man-to-man defense throughout. In the corner, Harding, one dribble, picks it up, now to Looking Glass. In the corner to go to Brown. 1.5 to play. Get it to Brown, shot over Wilson's good. And Apache takes the lead. First lead of the game for Apache. They lead at 17-15. There's Wilson on the other end. Uncontested three-pointer is good. Case Wilson with a big three-pointer, and Fort Cobb right back on top, 18-17. A minute to play here in the half. In the corner to Brown. Baker, pass went through one of their arms right into one of the Apache players. We're going to have a tie-up. And it will go to Fort Cobb Broxton on the alternating possession with 50 seconds to play. Sapahoodle back in, replacing Harding. And Fort Cobb with a chance to build on a 1-point lead going into halftime.
Right now, Fort Cobb should get the ball for the second half, unless we have another tie-up.
Count the basket. Wilson on a nice feed from Maddox Hill. And Wilson with a tough bucket. And he'll go to the line for the three-point play. Grant Brown fouled him with 39 seconds to play. And Wilson's free throw is good. Wilson's had a good quarter. 7 points in the quarter, 8 overall. And it's a 4-point Fort Cobb lead. Sapahoodle replaced by Scott. And now Bellamy's going to come in to replace Caleb Crowell. Kind of a chess match going on here. The third place game. Kirk Graham and Scott Hines matching their teams up today. Been a good game so far. Biggest lead has been Fort Cobb led at 9-3 early. Been less than that most of the time. It's currently at 4. Apache going to hold for the last shot. 17 seconds to play. Scott now up front, top of the key. Over to Gates. In the corner to Farrell. 10 seconds. In the corner to Gates. Rogers on him. Down to 5. Now Brown catches it, top of the key, between the legs dribble, three-pointer, no good. Wilson rebounds the miss. Then your halftime score. Woodcobb Roxton 21 and the Apache Warriors 17.
Life moves fast, and you deserve internet that keeps up. Say hello to Pioneer Fiber Internet with blazing fast gig fiber speeds designed for the way you live, work, and play. From ultra-smooth streaming and lag-free gaming to lightning-fast downloads and crystal-clear video calls, Gig Fiber gives you the speed and reliability to do it all. Ready to upgrade your internet experience? Visit GoPioneer.com to sign up today.
Evolve Events strives to provide a top-tier youth basketball experience in the OKC metro area. Our goal is to create a safe, competitive atmosphere that also works within your budget. We are focused on facilitating an environment that will help all players, teams, and coaches grow. Whether you're aiming to take your skills to the next level, secure a spot on your school team, or one day hoist a gold ball at the Big House, Evolve Events has a platform for you. Don't just play, evolve. Visit our website at evolveokevents.com to get signed up for an Evolve event today.
Anger, anxiety, worry, and disbelief, these are normal emotions to feel with an unplanned pregnancy. You have options, and you are not alone. Hope Pregnancy Center in Alva is a safe, confidential, and compassionate place to land. Hope offers free pregnancy testing and ultrasound, and you will be provided education for all your options. Remember, you aren't alone. We can help with hope. Visit thinkimpregnant.org. That's thinkimpregnant.org.
It's more than just your lawn. It's your grass kingdom, your green canvas, your fairway to heaven. It deserves the Kubota Z400. With class-leading speed, agility, a powerful transmission, simple deck height adjustments, and legendary Kubota quality. When you need comfort, convenience, and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Six surgeons, 4 locations, 1 goal: to improve the health and lives of people in Oklahoma. At Oral and Maxillofacial Associates, we treat every patient like family. As the preferred dental implant and oral surgery specialist of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and with over 30 years of service to our community, we are trusted by professionals and dedicated to expert care. With 4 convenient locations around the metro area, we are here for you. Trust the experts at OMA. Visit our website, www.omaok.com.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
When life takes an unexpected turn, you need someone who truly understands what you're going through. At Nixon Dieselhorst, we've spent decades helping Oklahomans find justice, standing up for what's right, and fighting for the results they deserve. Every client matters. Every story deserves to be heard. We are here standing with you. Call Nixon Dieselhorst today because justice, integrity, and results aren't just words. They're what we stand for.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow, today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
Satisfy your sweet tooth with a Brahms old-fashioned banana split. Crafted with a delicious banana, split down the middle and filled with not 1, but 3 scoops of Brahms premium ice cream flavors. To complete this masterpiece, all your favorite toppings are poured on each scoop to bring it all together in a perfect harmony of flavor. Treat yourself to an old-fashioned banana split at Brahms, where every spoonful leaves you wanting more.
Farming today isn't just about hard work. It's about making smart choices. That's where Correction Line Ag and BW Fusion step in. We're redefining crop nutrition with cutting-edge biology that delivers real results. Stop relying on outdated methods. It's time for a fresh approach. CLA delivers data-driven solutions tailored for every growth stage, boosting your farm's ROI. Ready to get started? Call 833-CLA-SOIL or visit correctionlineag.com. Smarter farming starts here.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationship. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built.
It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future. We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us. So, when a family needs me,
when my community needs me,
when Oklahoma needs me,
I'll be ready.
For almost a century, Sooner Co-op has been at the heart of the communities they serve. In O'Keene, Fairview, Loyal, Hitchcock, and Homestead, Sooner Co-op has been a big part of the lives of area farmers, ranchers, and residents. Grain handling, fertilizer, farm and ranch supplies, fuel, tire service, and the convenience store in Fairview. The Sooner Co-op is proud to serve Blaine, Major, and Kingfisher counties for almost 100 years and looks forward to 100 more. Sooner Co-op is proud of our kids, whether a Whippet, Jacket, or a Raider. Find them online at SoonerCoop.com.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
For over a century, Sooner Plains Ag has been at the heart of our communities. Sooner Plains Ag is proud to support all area students and athletes from their hometowns and yours. Sooner Plains Ag is ready to service your grain, fertilizer, and farm supply needs. You can also fill up at one of their 2 convenience stores in Fairview and Mino. Sooner Plains Ag is honored to serve their member owners in their 4-county area for more than 100 years. Sooner Plains Ag, farmers helping farmers. It's that simple.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
For a bank that's big enough to serve you.
This afternoon, then we'll wrap it up. Come back at 5 for the finals. And the team's now breaking their huddle. Fort Cobb will be going right to left here in the second half in their road blue uniforms. Apache going left to right. Their home white uniforms. And we're set to go. Baker will be inbounding for the Mustangs at half line. Gets it into Rogers, and we're underway. Looking Glass picks up Rogers. Both teams have their initial starting 5 on the floor. Wilson's right, goes down the right side of the lane. His shot's no good. Brown with the rebound. He brings it into the front court for Apache. Hands it off to Looking Glass. Penetrates in the paint. Shot over Rogers, no good. Got his own rebound. Out to Scott. Around to Brown. Farrell, he'll try a right wing three-pointer. Skips across the front iron. Maddox Hill clears the board up ahead quickly to Rogers. Left wing tries to go by Farrell. Cut off there by Carroll. Three-pointer no good by Wilson. And Apache clears the board. Brown across the timeline with it. Over to Farrell, left wing, dribbles in the lane, ducks his head, and ball hit the bottom of the backboard, but he's fouled on a strong drive by Jake Farrell.
Maddox Hill picks up the foul.
You know, you can always kind of tell when a guy's going across the lane and he ducks his head, puts the ball under his arm, he means business.
This ball is going to the hoop.
Farrell's first trip to the line today. A little short on the first one. And Farrell, sophomore, will have one more. One out of two. And it's a 3-point lead for Fort Cobb. Played a minute here in the third quarter. Rogers floats to his right. In the corner to Colton Baker. In the corner to Rogers. Shot off the glass and in. And a foul. Good, strong basket by Rogers. Is that his first points of the day?
Yes, it is.
Pretty unusual.
Jake Farrell picked up his first foul.
Rogers normally about a 20-point per night scorer. Gets his first two here in the third quarter. Makes the free throw. 6-point Fort Cobb lead. And now Brown. His looking glass. Top of the key to Scott, around to Farrell. Now Brown lobs it down low to Carroll. Wilson guarding him. Turnaround shot's no good. He just kept pump faking till he finally drew the foul on Wilson.
Yeah, he wasn't in a real good shooting position. He kind of got bailed out there.
Mm-hmm. Only the first foul on Wilson.
All five players on the floor of Fort Cobb have one foul.
Well, that's spreading them around pretty good.
It is, yeah.
Carroll's first free throw is short. He was 1 out of 2 in the first quarter. Only point he's made so far. Swish that one. Same trend as he had in the first. Missed the first, make the second. 5-point Fort Cobb lead. Looking glass on Rogers. Hands it off to Denton. Now Baker in the corner to Wilson. I think Apache's figured out who the shooters are for Fort Cobb. They've done a good job getting on him. There's a pass down low to Preed Rogers on the low block. And he really attacked Carroll that time and bumped it in. And it's a 7-point Fort Cobb lead, which is their largest. Looking glass over to Brown. Now Scott, top of the key. Over to Farrell.
Still really hard for Apache to get anything inside.
Carroll and Wilson battling each other, and there's almost a turnover. Farrell retrieves it. Yeah, they're really doing a good job of defending Carroll under the low block. He's got it now, right side of the lane. Double team. Through the lane is Farrell. Missed the shot. It's a good pass from
Yeah, he kind of switched
Carroll.
hands and put it up with his left hand and didn't work.
Rogers to Maddox Hill, top of the key, over to Wilson, in the corner to Baker. Rogers, right of the lane, through the traffic, off the glass and in. Creed is 7 points in the quarter.
You guys forget about me?
He was silent in the first half scoring-wise, but he's got 7 early points here, and Coach Kirk Graham wants to take a 30-second timeout to talk it over as the Mustangs have come out of the locker room and sprinted to a 9-point lead, 28-19.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Lawton Fort Sill area? Call Katie Madigan with eXp Realty, your local real estate expert who works around your schedule. Katie is available evenings and weekends to show homes when it's convenient for you. Now on the market, 203 3rd Street in Elgin, a beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath home with 1,900 square foot of comfortable living space. Don't miss your next move. Call Katie Madigan today at 580-695-7875. That's 580-695-7875. Katie Madigan.
This week, the excitement is on the court, and CK Energy Electric Cooperative is proud to be.
Timeout's over. Fort Cobb leads it by 9, 28-19 with 5:10 to play, third period. Scott gets it over to Sapahoodle.
This week, the excitement.
Now Scott has it right side. Mustangs in his own defense. Out front to Sapahoodle, around to Scott. Right wing three over Maddox Hill's no good. Creed Rogers with a nice rebound. He brings it into the front court. Down low to Baker. Now to Denton all alone. Three-pointers no good. Got his own rebound. Kicks it to Wilson, left wing. Wilson in the paint, down the middle of the lane. Crashes into Carroll. Basket's good. No call. James Wilson.
That's 2 points. That's all you need to know about that one.
What a basket.
Yeah, he kind of bounced off his defender out of position and everything and threw it up high off the board and came down through it.
Case, and the one he ran over was Zane Carroll, who I think it probably could have been a block call, but he hit the floor, no whistle, and Zane Carroll just kind of raised his palm to the sky. What just happened?
Yeah. Maddox Hill just picked up his second foul against Dayton Scott.
Scott makes the first. And in for Carnegie will be, or Apache. I said Carnegie because I saw Kirk Graham over there. He coached at Carnegie a long time, but he put in Hudson Harding in for Sapahoodle for Apache. And Scott made 1 out of 2. 10-point Fort Cobb lead. 4:18 to play. Third period. Rogers weaving into the lane, and he's going to be bumped and fouled. Scott picked it up.
His second.
And that's the second team foul on Apache. And Rogers trying to get somebody open on the inbounds. Finally lobs it into Denton. Now back to Rogers along the baseline. Pressured there by Scott. And that was one of the biggest bailouts you'll ever see.
Yeah, he was behind the backboard, had no shot whatsoever.
He couldn't find anybody to pass it to, so in desperation, I'll just shoot it.
Yeah, so
kind of threw it up, kind of like one of those Kevin Durant or James Harden plays. They know they got you, so they just throw it up at the goal.
Yeah, Scott picked up his third foul too.
Rogers makes the free throw. Yeah, it's a big play. And Rogers will have one more. One out of 2.
I think the whole day everybody's made 1 out of 2 free throws.
Too, yeah. 6-7. Is that what the deal is? 6-7. And there's going to be a foul on Baker as Grant Brown forced his way to the hoop.
Got a technical on somebody down here on Fort Cobb. They actually called a foul on Maddox Hill.
Chase Wilson, I think, got the technical foul. He's kind of wondering why. I think he's holding up his palms like, I don't know what I did, but that's a big call there. And now Brown's going to get to shoot 2 free throws. And he's going to get 2 technical free throws. And then they'll have the ball. So Brown makes the first. Big turn of events right here. First free throw is good by Brown. Makes the second. Now I'm sure he's going to get to shoot 2 more. So this 10-point lead is going to evaporate pretty quick here if he makes all these. Three in a row for Brown. And the score is 31-23 Fort Cobb.
Well, they had a 11-point lead, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's going to have one more, and he'll get the ball back. And he made them all 4 for Brown. And it's a 7-point Fort Cobb lead. And Apache will have the ball with 3:52 to play here in the third period. Wilson is replaced by Doyle Edge for the Mustangs. Now Carroll has it. Looking glass, top of the key. Over to Brown. Now in the corner to Carroll, holding. Mustangs in a Brown shot right of the lane, no good. Baker hustles for the rebound, and he's fouled by Grant Brown. Then they're going to have another technical foul assessed on Brown, I think. Technical foul on Brown. And so it'll be, that's the 5th. So it's going to be the same thing on the other end. 4 free throws for Fort Cobb, and they'll get the ball now. Creed Rogers shooting for Fort Cobb, left the first one short.
And it also makes 4 fouls on Brown. So,
you know, the lesson here is if the officials call something on you, just keep your mouth closed.
Say, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, that's 2, maybe 1 out of 2.
Yeah,
so.
it wasn't a shooting foul.
Well, it's 5 team fouls, though.
Okay, so now they're correcting that.
Now they're going to discuss.
They gave him the technical.
I thought he called a foul on number 1 also.
He did, yeah.
So somebody, whoever he fouled, is going to get to shoot 2 free throws here. Well, no, they're going to get the ball out of bounds. Coach Hines is saying that's 5 team fouls. And officials saying some reason why they're not shooting, perhaps because of it was a technical that caused the 5th foul. I don't know. But anyway, Fort Cobb has the ball. They lead it by 8. Yeah, that's right. By rule, as they would say in the NFL.
Yeah.
Baker has it over to Denton. Lob pass went over Creed Rogers and in the hands of Baker. Now Edge has it. Kicks it in the corner to Rogers. That cut off on the baseline. Edge in the paint to Denton, top of the key. Patchy's done a really good job defensively. No 3-point shots available. There's one. Doyle Edge had it pop out. Carroll rips the rebound away. Good defensive possession by the Warriors that trip. And now Scott right wing. Maddox Hill on him. Trying to lob it into Carroll. Doyle Edge doing a good job fronting him. Wilson has been doing a good job. He's on the bench over there after getting that technical foul. 3-point shot, no good by Hudson Harding, and Edge gets the rebound. There's Baker, right side of the lane, streaking to the hoop, missed the shot, lost his footing, and Apache had it briefly. Now Creed Rogers takes it away, loose on the floor. Somehow Fort Cobb's going to have possession. Good hustle by both teams.
Analyze that one for me, would you?
I would have given the ball to Apache.
I think so, yeah. Must have tipped his hand on the way out.
Of course, we're up 4 flights of stairs, Kim, so maybe
You're still breathing heavy, and that was 10 minutes ago, huh?
That's Gannon Gates checks in for Sapahoodle. For Looking Glass. In the corner to Maddox Hill. Had 3 3-pointers in the first period. I don't think he's had a look at one since. Out front to Denton. Now Baker left wing. Edge straight away. 3-pointer. No good. Baker taps up the ball and it goes to Dayton Scott. Patchy quickly the other way. Gannon Gates. Into Carroll. Double teamed. Forces his way through the defense. And he's going to shoot 2. And Coach Hines is a little upset over the non-call. I think he thought there should have been a travel. And he's asking for time, and nobody seems to notice. 1:25 to play, third period. And we're going to have a timeout taken.
30-second timeout called by the Mustangs.
And it'll be a 30-second timeout. Zane Carroll's going to be at the line for the Mustangs. Coach Hines asking for an explanation for something that he perceived to be wrong. Yeah.
A non-walk call, I believe.
He's kind of discussion that he thinks that their post players are dipping their shoulder, pushing us backward with our hands up. Anyway, the officials disagree. What a surprise. And the clock expires. Timeout's over. Patchy will be shooting free throws as they're still having a discussion with Coach Hines. Team still gathered around their coaches. And I believe Zane Carroll will be shooting 2 when we resume. Been a hard-fought game so far.
Yeah, it has been good defense on both sides. There's not been very many open shots either way.
Carroll's 2 out of 4 from the line today. And he's got 2 coming. Missed the first, which he's done the other 2 times. Drew Bellamy's going to come in for Doyle Edge. Drew's a freshman. He and Wilson are the 2 biggest boys on the team. Missed them both. And Creed Rogers with the rebound. Into the front court. Cannon Denton all alone, right wing 3. He's too hard. Rebound Zane Carroll for Apache. That's the best open look they've had in a while. Scott along the baseline, penetrates in the paint, and there's going to be a jump ball. Quick spin move. Baker tied him up. But it'll be Apache's ball on the alternating possession. Now Coach Graham wants to discuss things. Scott set the inbound. Now they're going to change and let Hudson Harding inbound it. Farrell with it out front to Scott. Around to Harding. Bellamy and Zane Carroll having quite a battle under the goal. Carroll gets the rebound off the miss, and he's going to be fouled on the floor by Baker. Oh, Zane Carroll, he's a handful underneath that goal. Third foul on Baker. And Carroll at the line. He's missed the last 2, and he missed that one. 2 out of 7 at the line for Carroll. 48 seconds to play in the third period. Carroll toes the stripe. And they're in the lane too quick. Kind of hesitates on that free throw attempt, and one of his teammates stepped in the lane too quickly. Now Fort Cobb with the ball. Maddox Hill, straightaway 3 on the way, good. Maddox Hill off a screen, popped open at the top of the key, and he drained it. And it's an 11-point Fort Cobb lead. I believe that matches their largest with 27 seconds to play. Third period.
Fort Cobb will have the ball at the start of the fourth period if nothing changes.
And it appears Apache wants to play for the last shot here. Now they start the attack. Carroll in the corner to Scott out front. Harding over to Gannon Gates with 8 seconds. Scott left wing down low to Carroll, and the pass goes away. Good defense by Drew Bellamy to force the errant pass with 4.9 to play. Denton inbounds it to Rogers. Down the middle of the floor. Half-court shot is too hard. And after 3 quarters of play, Fort Cobb 35, Apache 24. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball on New Country 98.5.
For a bank that's big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you, turn to Alva State Bank. Whether you're opening your first checking account, going to college, starting a small business, planning a wedding, or having a baby, Alva State Bank is here for all of life's milestones. To learn more, visit any Alva State Bank branch or go online to alvastatebank.com. Alva State Bank. They plant roots where others have branches. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs, with over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma.
After 3 quarters of play, Kim, what's the shooting numbers look like?
Apache's 30%, 7 out of 23. They're still also just 1 of 11 on three-pointers. Fort Cobb shooting 36%, 11 out of 31. So neither one's tearing it up too bad. Apache's pretty cold from threes. They're 6 out of 12 on 2-pointers, but 3-pointers have really cost them. Fort Cobb's 6 out of 18 on 3-pointers.
That was a big one a moment ago from Maddox Hill.
Yeah.
Kind of extend the lead a little bit. Fort Cobb starts the quarter with the ball, going right to left. Colton Baker way out front over to Drew Bellamy, left wing, and they're going to call him for traveling. He's a pretty good outside shooter. They closed out on him, and he tried to drive around them, and they called a travel. Oh, Apache now into the front court. They trail by 11. In the corner is Hudson Harding. The Mustangs gone to this 2-1-2 zone, and it's been pretty effective. Apache's only managed to score 7 in the last 7 in the second, 7 in the third. Carroll got free. That's going to be an offensive foul. He dipped his shoulder, and Baker made that one look pretty good.
Added to it a little bit, but it was some contact.
Baker took it in the chest. That's
Carroll's
the fourth foul. Yep. Baker hit the deck. And now Maddox Hill. Down low they go to Bellamy. And he spins, tries to make a spin move on Carroll and lost his footing. Turnover back to Apache with 6:59 to play in the ball game. Since Wilson got the technical foul back some time ago, he's yet to be back in the game. He's been doing a pretty good job guarding that post area for the Mustangs, but they've gone to Drew Bellamy, and Drew has done a good job.
I believe
that's
Carroll
going to be
just
number
fouled
5.
out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carroll tried to rip it away from Baker, and that's be his 5th.
Kind of an accidental thing. He reached for it, kind of lost his balance and fell into to Baker. So anyway, he still got called for the foul.
That's the second team foul here in the quarter, and he's going to be replaced by Jacob Jurek. So
Slow start for both teams here. We've still not had a score here.
In turnovers both ways.
Yeah.
They played a minute and a half almost. Denton into the front court over to Rogers. Goes through Bellamy and over to Denton. Now Bellamy left wing over to Baker. Out front to Rogers. Gets a screen from Bellamy along the baseline. Now Bellamy has it. Round to Maddox Hill. Creed, right wing. Dribbles through the lane. Shot off the glass is no good, but he's fouled before he shot it, I think. Or is he going to say he was in the act?
Yeah, he's going to give him
that bucket would have counted if it would have went in.
Yeah.
4th foul on Scott. And Creed Rogers at the line shooting 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's 3 out of 6 so far. Sapahoodle checks in, placing Scott, who has those 4 fouls. And now Creed Rogers, his second free throw attempt. And that one rattled out. Baker got in there and got the offensive board somehow. Maddox Hill, right wing 3 is short. And Jurek with the rebound.
No damage done.
They had a pretty good opportunity to score several points there and come up empty on everything they tried. Now Apache. Farrell dribbles right of the lane. 12-foot jumper falls off the rim. Denton gets the rebound, and he's tied up a Sapahoodle. And it'll stay with Apache. 5:49 to play. Neither team scored here in the 4th period. They get it into Farrell. Shot over Baker's in for 2. Jake Farrell with a nice inbounds play. And it's a 9-point Fort Cobb lead. Rogers picks up his dribble over to Maddox Hill. Out front to Baker now. To Drew Bellamy. Mustangs pretty content to just pass around the perimeter the last few possessions. There's Hill. Straightaway 3-pointer. Good. Maddox Hill. That's a pretty good answer. That's his 5th 3-pointer. of the contest. And it's a 12-point Fort Cobb lead. Over to Farrell. He'll try for a three-point answer. It's no good. Drew Bellamy with the rebound. Enters under 5 minutes to play. Fort Cobb with a 12-point lead and the ball. Baker left wing out front to Denton. 17-footer straight away good. Cannon Denton with a good jump shot just above the free throw line. And timeout taken by Coach Kirk Graham as the lead is swelled to 14. It's a full timeout. We'll be back after this 1 minute break.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Urologist Ulysses Garcia for the Mallman Media Group.
I'd like to thank again our sponsor, CK Energy, sponsoring our radio broadcast all during the tournament, and also responsible for the streaming service provided by Squirtle. Appreciate Tyler Kerr being here to stream all the games. Hope you enjoy them. Inbounds play. Shot no good by Hudson Harding, and the Mustangs come away with a rebound out of the timeout, leading by 14 with 4.5 to play in the ball game. Drew Bellamy has it. One dribble, picks it up. Bounce pass out to Denton, and Coach Hines wants to take a timeout. Thought there was going to be a turnover, so he'll take a 30-second timeout. Appreciate everybody joining us during the tournament this year. It's always lots of fun. We're counting down now, Kim. We're 2 games and a half a quarter left. Wrap this one up. 82 years they've been doing this.
Yeah, it's I think the longest continuous running tournament in the state of Oklahoma, and it's a pretty good event.
It is.
So there's a lot goes into it, but just to sit back and watch, it runs pretty smooth.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that's due to James Biddy, the tournament chairman, and his group. A lot of planning goes into it. You know, I was thinking there's 26 games this year and 3 officials every time. You've got to get 72.
Yeah, that's right.
Officials call the games and get them lined up and scheduled, and they've done a pretty good job. I don't want to do their job.
No, me either. Fort Cobb inbounding. Denton has it. Dribbling right a lane, out to Maddox Hill. Down to Baker along the baseline, and they say he stepped on the baseline as he was headed to the hoop. Don't know, they called a foul.
Yeah.
Okay.
At here
I
on the
missed
side,
that one. Okay.
As soon as he started
off.
driving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Foul on Jurek. The Mustangs will inbound. Still having a hard time to get it into Bellamy. Last resort. 4 team fouls on Apache. The one more, and Fort Cobb will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
And they may be a little more patient here, up 14 with 4 minutes left.
Denton out front to Bellamy, hands it off to Maddox Hill. Yeah, there's hardly any post action. It's mostly around the perimeter. There's Rogers cutting to the hoop. Nice feed from Baker, and he lays it in for 2. Beautiful play.
Saw the double team, and he said, nobody's guarding me. I'm going to go to the basket.
That's kind of
a good pass.
It's kind of the work that 5. What are they going to call here? Going to call it on Baker. It's kind of the object of that 5-guard lineup. You get cutters to the hoop. 4th foul on Baker.
Baker probably got the initial foul. Farrell kind of pushed after that and got away with it. So
Farrell drives in against Bellamy. Shot short, rebounded by Rogers. Long pass up ahead to Maddox Hill behind the defense. Layup's good. Good find from Creed Rogers. And it's an 18-point Fort Cobb lead.
Yeah, it's kind of getting away from Apache.
Yeah.
It's been a closer game than that
Yeah.
all the way through.
Didn't really see this coming, Kim,
No.
to tell you the truth. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be a tie ball. It'll go to Fort Cobb. Yeah, it was a 21-17 halftime score. And Fort Cobb has gradually pulled away. They outscored Apache 14-7 there in the third. And they've continued to stretch the lead here in the fourth. Apache's only mustered 2 points here in the fourth period. There's 3 minutes to go. Rogers threw it past Baker. Baker thought he was passing it to someone else. It went out of bounds. Turnover to Apache with 3:01 to play. And Coach Graham wants to take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Caddo County Basketball on New Country 98.5.
Before you
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Student athletes push hard on the field and in the classroom. But when injuries happen, you want a physical therapist who makes recovery personal. Prime Physical Therapy is more than just a clinic. We're a faith-driven, patient-focused team committed to helping athletes bounce back stronger. Healing happens best in an environment where athletes feel supported, motivated, and yes, even have fun. Parents, you can trust us to care for your athlete like family. Call or text at 405-706-1266 for a free consultation in clinic or by phone. Prime Physical Therapy, helping athletes get back to their prime performance.
And CK Energy Electric Cooperative is proud to be part of it. As a local electric cooperative, we're honored to sponsor and support our student athletes, schools, and communities. From bright gym lights to reliable power at home, CK Energy is committed to keeping you connected today and tomorrow. CK Energy, powering today for a safe and brighter tomorrow.
Apache's ball out of the timeout. Working against that zone defense of the Mustangs. There's Farrell in the paint. Shot over Baker's no good. Maddox Hill in there for the good rebound. And now Rogers will bring it into the front court to Denton with 2.5 to play. Mustangs with an 18-point lead. Rogers kicks it in the corner to Baker. Now out front to Maddox Hill. Mustangs being real content here to burn some clock. Rogers, a little 8-foot floater, right side of the lane, no good. Rebounded by Jacob Jurek. Looking glass. Across the top of the key over to Gates. Now Farrell circling around out front. 2 minutes to play. Looking glass in the paint. Works free, misses the shot. Jurek with the rebound. Shot over Rhett Bellamy's no good. And Creed Rogers rebounds the miss, and he'll bring it into the front court with 1:45 to play.
Been a kind of a tough second half offense for Apache. I mean, they had 17 at halftime, and they've got 26 here in the next, 15 minutes?
You know, I'll give you an interesting stat, Kim. All of their points in the third quarter came by free throws.
Yeah.
All 7 points by free throws, and they've had 1 field goal here in the fourth period. Substitutions coming in now for both teams. In for Fort Cobb Broxton, we've got River Rogers, Bentley Edge, and number 11 is Caden Lee, along with Caleb Crowell and Rhett Bellamy. And in for Apache, we got BB Looking Glass, Jake Farrell, Tristan Harvey, Hudson Harding, and Gannon Gates. Looking Glass with it. Passes it over to Tristan Harvey, and it goes out of bounds off Fort Cobb Broxton with 1:10 to play. The inbound to Harvey, to Gates. Mustangs in a 2-1-2 zone. There's a three-pointer by Looking Glass, no good. Bentley Edge with the rebound for the Mustangs. He brings it across the timeline with a minute to play. Rhett Bellamy. Caden Lee, top of the key, over to Crowell, left wing. To Edge. Heads it out to River Rogers. Cross over to Rhett Bellamy. In the paint, kicks it in the corner to Crowell. He'll try a three-pointer. It's no good. And Tristan Harvey tracks down the rebound in the corner for Apache. Up ahead to Farrell. There's Looking Glass on the drive, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. With 29 seconds to play, Crowell picks up the foul.
I've heard that before.
He had it right the first time.
No,
BB Looking Glass.
Heard that phrase before.
What's that?
Crowell picks up the foul.
Free throw good by Looking Glass. And in for Fort Cobb will be number 32. That's Johnny Coffey. Replacing Rhett Bellamy. And Looking Glass makes them both. And he's going to be replaced by Dax Cranful, number 14 for Apache. 26 seconds to go. Edge crosses the timeline, and no one's going to guard him. I'm sure they're going to just dribble it out here. Well, they come out on him now, down to 17 seconds. Edge dribbling out at the center line with 10 seconds. Over to Crowell. And that's going to be it. Your final score. Fort Cobb Roxton 44 and Apache 28. Outscored them 11-4 there in the fourth period to win it 44-28. So congratulations to Coach Scott Hines and the Mustangs as they have captured the third place trophy here in the 2026 Caddo County basketball tournament. As both teams shaking hands, and in a moment we'll have the trophy presentation by CK Energy.
For third place in the CK Energy Caddo County basketball tournament is Brian Coker.
Brian Coker,
Presents the plaque
Caddo.
for the Mustangs of Fort Cobb Broxton.
CK Energy presents the third place plaque to Maddox Hill Mustangs. And now we'll have our post-game report sponsored by Earnhardt Propane, proudly serving Southwest Oklahoma. And we'll turn it over to Kim Crowell. Kim?
All right, Don. For Apache scoring, Grant Brown with 8, BB Looking Glass with 3, Dayton Scott with 10, Gannon Gates with 2, Zane Carroll with 2, and Jake Farrell with 3. Apache shot 25% for the game, 8 out of 32. 2-pointers, they were 7 out of 18 for 39%. 3-pointers, 1 of 14, Don.
Wow.
7%.
Tough night.
Yep. Free throws, 11 out of 20, 55%. Then 15 personal fouls in the technical. For Fort Cobb Broxton, Maddox Hill with 17, Creed Rogers with 11, Cannon Denton with 5, Colton Baker with 1, and Case Wilson with 10. Fort Cobb shot 39% for the game, 15 out of 39. 2-pointers, 8 of 18 for 44%. 3-pointers, 7 of 21 for 33%. Free throws, 7 of 14, 50%. And they had 12 personal fouls and the technical. Hey, but Don, nobody shot free throws very well today so far. I don't know what, you've talked about the hard rims a little bit, and they are, but still it's the same diameter as all the others.
I know. Yeah.
It just doesn't go in, but nobody really shot very well. I mean, here Fort Cobb, 50%, and Apache was 55, so that's been about the average or less for today. But anyway, a good third-place ball game. Fort Cobb kind of pulls away in the second half, and they get the 44-28 victory. We'll get a little break, and we'll come back to the finals.
Let's look forward to break. I'll tell you what. Thanks again to CK Energy sponsoring our radio broadcast all tournament. Thanks to Squirtle for being here, providing all the streaming service, and just like to give a heads up back to the station. We want to come back on the air at 5 minutes till 5, and we will have the championship girls game, Surreal Lokeba Sickles. That will be followed by Surreal and Bigaroni boys. So we'll be back on the air at 5 minutes till 5. So thanks for joining us this afternoon. For all the broadcast crew, I'm Don Tyson saying we'll see you later.